How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And today, as you can see, we went from mid-August to September 1st. We've got September call-ups to look at here, and today we decided to call up both a pitcher and a batter. So Isaiah Campbell, the 25-year-old starter, right-handed pitcher, is a 70 overall. I bumped his potential up 1 point to an 80 overall because he was a minor league all-star, had pretty good years in both AA and AAA, and I also bumped up his stamina just to 80. I like to have every starting pitcher at a minimum of 80 stamina. And as far as batters go, I called up Bryce Terang, who is looking to make a case for being the starting shortstop next year, at least against righties. J.P. Crawford has similar stats overall, but has kind of had a down season. 250 average isn't that bad, but he's been very cold back and forth. So like we talked about in the last video, I wanted to take a look around the league and see where the guys that we traded, how they're doing. So Colton Wong, DHing for the Sox, batting 226, and he's a little hot right now, regressing in areas of contact and power, but doing well as far as like plate discipline, plate vision, clutch go. So maybe just a down year for Colton, I don't know, but he really wasn't doing it for us, and it seems like he's at least putting something together here for the Sox. -1 WAR, or .1 WAR, so that's kind of unfortunate, but that's where Colton Wong is doing. Now we're going to look at Robbie Ray. He is sliding into that fourth spot in the Brewers rotation, 11 and 6, 148 2/3 innings. ERA just keeps trending up for Robbie Ray, 4.5. Now he's 31 years old, really starting to kind of slide down there. Whip at 1.44. 15 quality starts a complete game. 1.9 WAR, but that FIP is not great either at 4. So, just not the best year for Robbie Ray, but I'm kind of glad we were able to dump that contract. And then we have, Taylor Trammell. So, in the 7th spot for Miami, 237 average, 25 years old. I mean, the guy's got upside, but he's only played in 40 games this year so far, not really getting a lot of action. 237 average, 309 OPS, 100 plate appearances. So, not terrible. 0.7 WAR, about where he stands. So that's kind of Jared Kelenic also. He's doing okay. I was trying to remember who else we traded, but Kelenic is in AAA for the Brewers. He's progressing, but he's not doing extraordinary. So we'll pull him up in a second once I remember that. Oh yeah, I didn't really trade as many people as I thought. So let's see. Scroll. There he is, all the way at the bottom. 65 overall, 20 years old. He is improving. He has played 10 games for Milwaukee. 156 average, but he's in AAA right now. So he's played... Oh, I guess I didn't get to look. So let's take a look now at the schedule. As you can see out of our division, the Angels have overtaken the Texas Rangers. They now have 80 wins. But here you see our schedule. We lost 2 out of 3 to Houston. Took 2 out of 3 from the White Sox. Took 2 out of 3 from KC, but lost game 2, 6-12. Okay, I thought that was 12-0. And then took 2 out of 3 from Oakland. And we've got this game against the Mets. September is going to be a busy month here on the channel because we're going to play basically every game in every series except for this 3-game set here against the Reds. We're going to play a game in Tampa. We're going to play a game against the Angels. Going to play a game against the Dodgers, against Texas, against Houston, and then to round out the season against Texas. We won't play the A's this year because it doesn't really matter because they're the A's. But we might play a critical situation or two. So, We're going to finish out this game here in the first game in this series against New York. Edwin Diaz looking to close us out on a cloudy night in Flushing. The Mets lead this one 3-2, but we have the leadoff man on at second. 9-1-2. Edwin Diaz hurt in real life, but I imagine doing decently well in this game. Jams Dylan Moore with the high fastball. Hits it to left. I thought about tagging the runner, but I decided to hold off. So here's Julio Rodriguez, 0 for 4 with a strikeout. It's kind of been a little cold for us recently. I just wanted to see what the speed was for the runner on second, just to see if I could have tagged up with him. I probably could have. Rodriguez takes a fastball outside for a ball. Also wanted to see if I could pinch run for Evan White, but no one else really had any speed, and I was getting into the pitchers. So we've already used our speedy boys. It seems we've gotten pretty deep into our bench. Good slider by Diaz. A filthy one at that. 1-1. And that's going to hit Julio Rodriguez in the shoulder arm area. So that'll bring up Ty France 1 for 4 today with a single. Runners at first and second. And I thought, okay, we might be able to do something with this. So we're going to warm up Munoz in the bullpen and Paul Sewald in case we just tie it. First pitch to France. Oh my gosh. First pitch to France. This is a slider swung on a miss. Ty France has been one of our hitters who has been great with runners in scoring position. But he's quickly down 0-2. Diaz throwing a healthy mix of sliders to start the game. And that's a slider that gets France swung on a miss. 2 outs now for Teoscar Hernandez. He is the last hope for the Mariners. He's 0 for 3. And checks his swing, but cannot hold up in time. 0-1. Slider that's on the top of the zone, but Hernandez can't get a piece of that either. 0-2. Slider, strike 3, and Edwin Diaz and the Mets closes out. They get the 3-2 win. I'm guessing Adam Ottavino gets the dub because it showed him in the dugout. So a close game. Not what we wanted. Yes, Adam Ottavino gets the win. Gonzalez gets the loss. Edwin Diaz gets his 42nd save, but oh well, it happens. We can bounce back game 2, and game 2 is a treat for sure. It will be Max Scherzer versus Luis Castillo. Cal Raleigh had a double on a run. Sam Haggerty had a couple RBIs. A double from Suarez. So here we go. Game 2. The Mets are sitting at 73-62. We are 77-57. So the Mets are, I believe, the third team in their wild card. Or no, the first team in their wild card. And we're at the top of the wild card as well. However, we still have a chance, a very small one, but a chance to win our division. And here's Max Scherzer, 27 starts for him, 15-7. He stayed healthy this year, 3.28 ERA, 158 strikeouts, still 51 walks, 160 hits. He's no longer the top pick for the Cy Young, but he's still there. And his stuff is as filthy as ever, as he's going to pick up a strikeout here to start the ball game. Make it 2. But the Cy Young very well could be his. Here's Luis Castillo. He's had arguably a better season than Scherzer. More wins, less losses, a lower ERA, more innings pitched. Less hits, more walks though, and less strikeouts. But he is nowhere near involved in the AL Cy Young race, as it's looking like it's going to be Shohei, which, you know, you got to compete with Ohtani, and you can't really do that. Here's the lineup for the Mets. Sterling Marte, Luis Guillorme, Jeff McNeil at second, Pete Alonso at first, Lindor at short, Rutschman behind the plate, Donnie Mauricio DHing, J.D. Davis, I think, if I read that right. and Tim LeCastro. We'll figure it out who's in left for the Mets. So Scherzer and Castillo matching each other basically inning by inning so far, getting the first and the final out via the punch-out. So Cal Raleigh climbing in for his first time to face Scherzer. Takes a slider inside for the first ball. And that's a pitch Scherzer wants back, as that's hit high and deep to right field. And that is gone. Cal Raleigh takes Scherzer deep here in the second inning. And he gives the Mariners a 1-0 lead on that solo shot to right field. 17th on the year for the Mariners catcher. And, I mean, that could, that's all you really need if Scherzer and Castillo are going to be pitching as well as they usually do. So here's Bryce Terang. He's going to get hit by a pitch. He's going to platoon here with Dylan Moore, it looks like. That's my plan, at least. And Jesus Sanchez hits that one high and deep to left. That's off the MLB sign on the wall. And Terang is going to come around to score. Throw at the plate is not in time, and it's a 2-0 lead off the RBI double of Jesus Sanchez. So already 2-0. Dylan Moore, though, is going to strike out to end the inning, but we can't complain about that. You're lucky to get anything off of Max Scherzer. And, boy, Mauricio wishing to have that swing, or at-bat back. That was an ugly swing. DJ Stewart is the left fielder, and he's going to strike out. So 4 quick Ks through 2 innings for Castillo. It's looking like another excellent outing is beginning for him. Starling Marte is going to hit that hard at Ty France. Ty France used to play third. That's a third base kind of hot corner play, and he's used to those. So Christian Arroyo is going to start, 2 outs with in the fourth inning with a base hit. Keeps it alive. Bryce Terang hits that up the middle past McNeil. And the Mariners have something cooking here in the fourth inning. Jesus Sanchez had an RBI double his last time up. He connects with on this pitch and hits it high and deep to left center. And it is gone. Jesus Sanchez, a 3-run shot. 2 extra base hits and 2 at-bats. Number 15 for the left fielder. And it is now a 5-0 ball game. Seems like ever since we moved Jesus Sanchez down to that 8th spot, he's dying to get back up to the 5th spot. Another strikeout, 5th one, this time on Jeff McNeil on a good, well-placed high fastball. Here's Pete Alonso. Checks his swing on the changeup inside, but it says he went around. 25 home runs for the Mets first baseman. Checks his swing again, but it's called a strike, 0-2. Got him with the slider. They say he went around. 2 strikeouts. So we're up to, 5 now? Or 6 strikeouts? On to the 5th. Castillo is cruising. And that's not good. So Castillo has both hands on his back, trying to work through some stiffness. He'll have to come out of the game. So that's definitely not ideal. So he's only given up a hit, but I guess now we get to see Isaiah Campbell pitch. He's going to come in and pitch a few innings here, making his major league debut in New York. I was going to have him pitch game 2, or, game 3. Or a game against the Reds in Player Locket, but I guess now we just have to watch him pitch now here in New York. So the first pitch of his career in the big leagues is a grounder to Ty France. 1 quick out. Here's Ronnie Mauricio, the DH. And again, y'all, as you may be able to tell, the audio is a little delayed again. It happens every so often, so we'll just have to deal with it. But Mauricio in with a double. That is just New York's 2nd hit his 4th double. DJ Stewart, first pitch swinging, hits that to center field. Julio Rodriguez roaming back towards the warning track is there, makes the catch, 2 outs. Mauricio stays put at second. Wise decision, never want to make that final out at third. So Isaiah Campbell is 1 out away from his first clean, not clean I guess because he did give up the hit, but his first inning. His first clean inning in terms of runs scored as LaCastro hits that to Bryce Terang, and he will throw on to first for the out. So Isaiah Campbell gets through 1 major league inning without giving up a run. He gives up a double. Like I said, only the Mets' 2nd hit, so that's pretty impressive. On to the 6th we go. First pitch swinging, and another fly ball out here. Luis Guillerme. Weak grounder to Ty France. He's been quite busy today. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. 3-2 count to Jeff McNeil. Ground ball. Another weakly hit ball. Dylan Moore at 3rd. And a 1-2-3 inning here in the 6th. On to the 7th. Campbell out there for his 3rd inning. This pitch is hit high and deep to left center. Sanchez at the warning track. A couple of steps shy from the wall. Makes the catch. 3-2 count now to Lindor. That's not a ball. That's a strike. That should have been strike 3. Rutschman to left. Sanchez can't get there. The Mets' 3rd hit, and we could have had a play at 2nd if I had maybe reacted a little quicker. But oh well. Another fly ball. Sanchez able to redeem himself here, make the catch. 2 outs now for the Mets. DJ Stewart. 2-2 count. Campbell looking to keep the shutout alive here. Popped up. Ty France is there. 3 innings of great work by Isaiah Campbell. 2 hits, a walk. No strikeouts, though. So he keeps the Mets right where Castillo had them. And it's still 5-0. Through 7. On to the 8th. Joey Lucchesi has been pitching since the 5th. And Cal Raleigh homers from both sides of the plate. Another solo shot, this time from the right-handed batter's box. 18th home run of the year. And it's 6-0 Mariners. So have a day, Cal Raleigh. Him and Jesus Sanchez have been the spark plugs for this offense. I will say they've been doing a great job. Michael Brantley's been quiet, looking to get in on the fun. 3-0 count. And that's a pitch Lucchesi wants back. That's hitting the gap. That's going to bounce off the wall. He just missed a home run. And he will instead settle for a double. Arroyo looking to make it 7-0. And he gets a pitch he can handle. And he's going to hit it in a similar spot to Brantley. It's going to roll off the way to the wall. And it is 7-0 Mariners. So, home run, double. And Jesus Sanchez hits that down the line. He hit that pitch. That was like almost in the dirt. And he still manages to push it fair down the left field line and have another double. On to the 8th, Justice Sheffield. I originally was going to have him pitch both innings, but then I saw that he has pitched in 62 games, where the rest of the bullpen has only pitched in like 30 to 40, so probably shouldn't have pitched him at all, but we'll give him an inning. And he's going to get a strikeout. 3-pitch strikeout to Starling Marte.
The third baseman, number 13, Luis Guillerme.
He has been the CPU's guy as far as the bullpen goes because he's a starter, so he can pitch several innings. But I might, after this season, change his position to the bullpen because I would imagine as a starter it might be hard to come back from pitching in 62 games and then maybe only pitching in like 30. But I don't know. He seems like he fits the long reliever role, and I might change his stamina, take some points away from that, and put it in other pitches to kind of convert him into a long relief guy. But we'll see. Slider swung on and missed. A clean 8th for Sheffield. And on to the 9th, we're going to see Robert Johnston. He's only pitched in 3 games and 2 1/3 innings. But he has pitched well. And I don't know, because I want to see him get more action. He replaced Matt Brash a couple of months ago on the channel. And I just want to see how he holds up in more clutch situations. So I might have to manage this bullpen a little bit differently and move guys around just to see if we can maybe get Sheffield in less games and Johnston in more. But that's a leadoff base hit here in the 9th inning off of Jeff McNeil. So that's just the Mets' 4th hit. Let's try to keep this shutout, though.
The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Here is Alonso. He's had a couple of strikeouts. 0 for 3. Ground ball. Terang to Arroyo to Ty France. A good stretch from Ty, and that's a double play. And just like that, the Mets are down to their final out. Their final batter, and it's Francisco Lindor. First pitch. Fouled off into the seats. 0-1. Don't know why every year Francisco Lindor has that turtleneck. I don't think he ever wears it. I'm gonna probably get rid of it. That sends his bat flying. 0-2. A good test for Johnston as he faces the best part of this Mets lineup, and he has a 1-2-3 inning. The double play sure helped, but the Mariners are all over the Mets here in Game 2, 7-0, and that means Isaiah Campbell gets his first win. So he comes in and he shuts the door here after Castillo suffered his injury. And there he has it, his first win. Jesus Sanchez was, 3 for 4, it looked like? So Castillo is just day-to-day, so nothing too terrible about that. He'll be back for his next start, which I believe is against Tampa. I'm not sure, though. I'll have to double-check. But what a good game. A nice bounce back after the annoying series with the Astros. So, yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. We'll be facing, I forget who it is in Tampa, but you'll see. And then we'll be just kind of rolling through September. So if you guys liked what you saw, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe as I post videos as often as I can. And I will catch you guys next time for some more September baseball. Take care and have a great rest of y'all's day.